Excellencies, distinguished delegates, good morning. We will proceed this morning with consideration of Agenda Item 5, adoption of the Astana Ministerial Declaration on Digital Inclusion and Transformation in Asia and the Pacific. We will consider the draft Ministerial Declaration as contained in document SCAP/MCDIT/L.2. May I now call on His Excellency, Mr. Arman Isatov, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Kazakhstan to the Kingdom of Thailand, and Permanent Representative of Kazakhstan to ESCAP, as co-chair of the Informal Drafting Group on the Declaration of the Asia-Pacific Ministerial Conference on Digital Inclusion and Transformation, to provide us information on the drafting process of the Astana Ministerial Declaration. Your Excellency, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Distinguished delegates, colleagues, good morning. It is my pleasure, in my capacity as co-chair of the Informal Drafting Group on preparations of the Asia-Pacific Ministerial Conference on Digital Inclusion and Transformation, to provide you with information on the drafting process. At the outset, I would like to recognize the valuable contribution and excellent support of His Excellency Mr. Askar Zhambakin of Kazakhstan as co-chair, His Excellency Mr. David Almiral Jr. of Philippines, and Mr. Nam Sang-yeol of the Republic of Korea as vice chairs. An informal drafting group meeting on the declaration of the Asia-Pacific Ministerial Conference on Digital Inclusion and Transformation was formed in February 2024. 9 meetings of the informal drafting group took place between 7th March 2024 and 13th August 2024. The consultations yielded a draft text that was circulated to all member states under silence procedure as agreed by the informal drafting group. During this silence procedure, no objections were raised. In this regard, Chair, it is my pleasure to present a few highlights from the draft Astana Ministerial Declaration on Digital Inclusion and Transformation in Asia and the Pacific. It requests the Executive Secretary to support regional cooperation among members and associate members to foster digital innovation for sustainable development. It requests that this be done through the Action Plan for implementing the Asia-Pacific Information Superhighway Initiative 2022-2026. It is also requests the commissioning and independent visibility study on the proposed Digital Solutions Center for Sustainable Development and establishment of an ad hoc working group to review the outcome of the study and recommend a roadmap for strengthening the sharing of practical digital solutions in the Asia-Pacific region. With those remarks, Chair, it is my honor to present the draft of the Astana Ministerial Declaration on Digital Inclusion and Transformation in Asia and the Pacific for its formal adoption. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Much work under your leadership with the support of your vice chairs has clearly gone into drafting the declaration before us. It presents a vision for strengthened regional policy making and cooperation with concrete commitments and actions. Are there any comments at this time? There being no comments, distinguished delegates, I declare this declaration adopted. We shall now take up agenda item 6 on other matters. Under this agenda item, the conference is invited to take note of the following. The chair and the vice chairs of the Asia-Pacific Ministerial Conference on Digital Inclusion and Transformation examined the credentials of representatives received by member states in accordance with Rule 12 of the ESCAP Rules of Procedure. The Bureau noted that credentials had been received by a total of 30 member states and found them to be in order. May I take it that it is the wish of the conference to take note of the report of the chair and the vice chairs? And I see no objections. It is so decided. Okay, so at this point, may I ask if there are any other comments to be made by any of the delegations? Yes, Philippines?
Madam Chair, distinguished guests, delegates, and honorable colleagues, it's a great honor to be here today to discuss how technology can help us better and build a better future for Asia and the Pacific. The Philippines is dedicated to be using digital innovation to improve the lives of our people and protect our environment. The Philippines has made significant strides in embracing digital transformation, recognizing its critical role in driving inclusive economic growth, efficient governance, and enhanced public service delivery. Our nation's journey towards a digitally empowered society is firmly anchored in the vision of leaving no Filipino behind in this digital age. We have witnessed firsthand how digital platforms had revolutionized public service delivery, significantly enhancing both accessibility and transparency. The Department of Information and Communications Technology was able to build and launch 24 e-government platforms as foundational play towards sustainable and inclusive implementation and problem-solving solutions. The whole of government approach became our pillar for our digitalization effort. Our digital national ID, with outstanding 83 million generated digital national ID, the e-government data exchange platform, had made interoperability and integration easier, allowing government agencies exchanging data to a secure and optimized enabled environment. The successful launch of our first eGov super app also changed the way Filipinos transact with government services. In the past years, Filipinos need to use thousands of segregated websites, systems, and dozens of mobile apps. Now, through the eGov super app, Filipinos can now access and avail more than 1,200 national and local government services. Our e-health e-travel, e-report, and e-jobs also contributed positive change in the lives of millions of Filipinos. The implementation of the National Fiber Backbone Phase 1 and installation of more than 13,000 free Wi-Fi sites all around the country also amplified our digitalization effort. However, we acknowledge the challenge of bringing the digital divide. We must intensify effort to ensure digital technologies are accessible to all, especially in GIDA sites or the underserved areas. As we move forward, let us remain steadfast in our commitment to fostering regional cooperation, sharing these best practices, and driving innovation that benefits all. The Philippines stands ready to contribute and learn from the collective wisdom of this assembly as we work together to build a more sustainable, inclusive, and resilient digital future for Asia and the Pacific. Thank you.
Thank you, distinguished delegate from the Philippines. Any other comments? Excellencies, distinguished delegates, the morning session has concluded. The meeting will break and will resume at 1400 hours with agenda item 7. Now I would like to invite the secretary to make the announcements. Tiziana.
Thank you very much, Chair, and a very good morning to all distinguished delegates. Excellencies, I'd like to just give you some information on the side events that will take place from noon to 1400 hours today in this Congress Center. We have 3 side events planned, and they will be running in parallel from 12 to 1:15 p.m. And they are hosted by different member states, UN entities, and other partners on key topics that are linked to the theme of digital inclusion and transformation. So the Secretariat is pleased to announce that the first one is organized by the Secretariat, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, and the Russian Federation. And the side event is entitled Digital Public Services for Enhanced Competitiveness of Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises. And it will be held at the Caspian Room. The second event is organized by the Secretary.
第二个活动是秘书处、大韩民国和哈萨克斯坦共同主办的，是在亚太地区推动人工智能和数据共享合作。时间是12点到13点15分，是在阿拉木图第2会议室。第3场活动是秘书处、国际电联和贸发大会秘书处共同主办的。这个题目是VCIS +20区域审查，时间是12点到1点1刻。今天是在 Turkestan 会议场。我们呢热烈欢迎所有的代表出席上述3个活动的。
These side events which promise to be on topical issues that I hope will be of interest to all the member states. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Ms. Boniface. On this note, I adjourn the meeting. We will resume the proceedings in this Astana Hall at 1400 hours on agenda item 7. I would be grateful for your cooperation to make sure that we keep to this time schedule. Thank you very much and good morning.